What's going on today, everybody? We're back in the fish room, and on today's video, we're scaping the 300-gallon stock tank, baby. And we got quite a bit of plants. From the last video, I showed you guys just the top and the amount of wood I got a lot. So, what is going to be interesting is I may or may not have put a GoPro in there on time-lapse in the water. Some underwater footage could be interesting. But we're going to get right into the scaping. Hardscape first, aka our wood and rock. And then plants. Should be fairly easy, right? Let's see. All right. Like I said, first things first, wood. And I've been floating this wood for the past week. And none of it has sank other than the wood that I've had in other tanks before. So this could get interesting. We're just going to put wood in there in an order that would surprise you. It's an inside joke, probably. So, we're going to put the wood in first in a sporadic order. There's going to be no specific order to it. We're going to attach the plants to it and go from there. So, yeah. But the main problem is going to be trying to get this to stay sunk. So, wish me luck. We're going to use the rocks to try and sink this, but it's kind of hard. Ooh. Not terrible. Again, probably not enough wood for what I got, but I'm just going to get the scape the best I can, considering the view for me is top down. So, not the easiest view for old daddy to look in there. So, I'm going to scape it how I feel it shall be, and then if I don't like it, we'll remove it. So yeah, just trying to get everything sunk with some rocks. So far, it's going well. Swell, if you will. Yeah, give me some inners. So what I'm thinking is to make the windows like a better scape, because we can actually see in the windows, right? So like the parts that don't have windows, they don't need to be scaped as well, because you can't see it anyway.
A focal point.
Yes, a focal point. Correct, that we can actually visibly enjoy. It's just getting it done correctly without being able to see the sides of them. You know? Honestly, that not terrible. We're going to add a little bit more to the right side. The thing is, I might just run out of rocks. Get our plant out of the way there. It's a nice piece there. That's nice. She is very buoyant though. Good for her. Yeah, she wants to float. Okay. Again, I'm eyeballing this whole thing. All right, I think that section is pretty decent. You guys tell me what you think. Honestly, not awful. I can only do so much with what I can actually see, you know? And I think I foresee a problem. We may not have enough substrate in this stock tank. So after the fact, I might have to add some more substrate, which, not a big deal. It can be done. It can be done. Gosh, we got so much wood yet. That's a not. Look at that piece. What are we doing here? That's something serious. Good for it. I think this side looks better with them big old rocks. Yeah, we might need to add some big. I don't think I have any more big rocks though. This side looks really good with those rocks. Actually, we're just gonna have to let's get this big old piece. All right, go ahead and look down on that one. I think that one looks better than this side. I think it's just because this side's lacking rocks. That hardscape. Is lacking some, what do you want to call it? Contrast. I think that's what we're lacking. But this side just might be more plants. That's all our wood. No more floating wood. Okay, let's get a new reaction to both sides. We got the good side. We're all there. And then the subpar side, we're all there. But, let's see if this behemoth cleans that side up a little bit. She's a big girl. She's got to go in the back because she's so darn big. Shoulder's gonna collapse. Better, better. And then this hole here, this hole that you guys see through here, I think what we'll be able to do is put a whole bunch of plants in there to kind of help fill that in. Now, a whole bunch of plants, we have a decent amount. We have a whole bunch of different, like red swords. But yeah, I think we're going to be moving to planting. Should be fairly quick. Again, if my plants aren't getting deep enough into the substrate, I will add more substrate after the fact. But, oh, this one broke off. But if I add the substrate whilst filming, you guys ain't going to see dilly squat. So, we're going to plant them first. And if I don't like how deep they didn't go, I'll add some substrate. But hey, let's start with stem plants first. For some reason, stem plants do not do good in my water. Like, no stem plant does well in my water. So I bought a bundle, and we'll just see what does well. I don't know what this is. It literally looks like a tree from the Jurassic period. I don't even know. I don't know the names, so yeah. What I'm gonna do is just leave it in this wrapped metal. I'm gonna leave it as a bundle, okay? Every time that red root floater on me. Every time that I've tried stem plants, I always break them up. So, let's try and leave it in a clump, and if it does well, that's what we're gonna do from now on. I know most people, I'm gonna need a stool. I know most people, probably you guys watch, their stem plants do great and they split them all up and they just cut it. Not me. Not me. So yeah, where'd that go? Right to the bottom, beautiful. So yeah, again, stem plants, they're gonna be highlight, so they're gonna have to be towards the middle-ish of the tank to get that highlight. Stem plants, they're gonna be tall, so we're gonna want them in the back. They're going to be tall if they actually grow, right? So, we're going to try and put them back here. That's actually fairly deep there. Just pile it on. And once we're all done planting them, we will then add one full root tab at the bottom of them. So then they gotta do good, right? These guys don't even have starter roots yet, but I believe in them. Again, we're gonna plant this one towards the back. Probably close to this one. I kind of want to build a forest. A forest, if you will. All right. I think I bought 3 or 4 of those. Here's another one. Hey, see, I could split it up. I'm not going to split it up. I don't trust myself to split it up. So this one we're going to put on this side. We need it spread out a little bit. Ooh, this substrate's deeper than that. Good for it. So I think that was all my jungle looking tree stuff. Now, I think I got 2 different types of swords. This is just a standard sword. It does not need the metal clip because it's just held together. What do you think this is? Lead? Why is it so malleable? What is the metal that they use? It smells like metal. It didn't smell like anything. So this guy, this roots actually look terrible, but swords, they get pretty big, but this big area in the middle here is pretty empty, and swords like highlight. So I think most of our swords we're going to be sporadic in the middle here, and we might put one off to the sides of each wood pile. Look at that. That's a nice red. It's like a candy sword. Look at all the colors on that. Red, green, orange, but I don't know if the orange is dead growth. I don't know. Red and green to say the least. Because it look like all them brown roots are all dead, but we still have those nice green roots there. See, like this looks all dead to me. Yeah, see, all that's dead. This is all good. Ay! I should probably trim up these self-tappers, considering I've stabbed myself in the knee like 4 times. And it's early yet, too. Yes, sir. So, those are beautiful roots right there, baby. Those are beautiful. Them is some roots right there, boy. What else we got? Yeah, one more sword. No, we got one there. Where are I? All right, so we got 4 swords in the middle. No, I'm not going to make the same joke. I know you guys was looking for it. That didn't plant how I wanted to at all. Beautiful. Last one. We're gonna get crazy here and put it off. You know what? I'm gonna put it over here. You guys ain't gonna be able to see it. I'm gonna put it over here. Ooh, this. Okay, so when we picked the tank up and moved it, all of the sand went this way. So it gradually gets deeper all the way over here. So I'm definitely gonna need substrate over here, considering you can see the bottom of the tank right there. You can literally see the blue bottom right there. So we definitely gonna need more substrate over there. All right, now this plant, it starts with a C. Cryptus plant. It's not a crypto, it's a cypress. Something. It's cool. It's cool. It gets big too. We're gonna put this granddaddy in the back here. Now I know you don't want to plant the bulb of it. You just want Like, you don't want to plant it too deep. Not too deep. Just enough. Just enough to be dangerous. What else we got? Is this it? We done? Look at this pothos. This pothos is just growing in here. I've kind of just been letting it hang out. Usually what I do is I take the pothos and I rest it on top of my water lettuce. That's growing well. My other one's got a little feeder off of it too. Look at that little guy. It's got a little feeder off of it too. About to have another one. So those are doing good. I did add some red root floaters. That's what you see mostly on the top. These are some stem plants that obviously aren't doing good. Get it? Oh, here's what we're gonna do. They just came unraveled on me. So I have that piece of metal, right? That I took off of one of our swords. What was that? We're gonna twist this bad boy back together. I mean, it's probably not gonna do great, but like, maybe I'll get lucky. Hey, I see a root. No, I don't know what that was. I thought I got lucky. Let's snap off the very bottom so it's a little shorter. Twist this up. Not too tight. Just enough. Just enough to hold them together. These guys, we're just going to put them right here. And then you guys can see if they do well. I'm going to guess not, but like maybe. All right, how do we look? How do we look? I think we got all the plants planted. Nice. Go ahead and take a gander in there. Go ahead, scope it out. Tell me how I did. Tell me how I did while I go get my root tabs. Tell me how I did. I feel like I did decent. Don't be scared. I need critiques down in the comments. What did I do wrong? Probably a lot, but like, honestly, I think it looks good. Let me tell you, it looks a lot better than it did. Two different type of root tabs. This planted aquarium, I don't even know the brand of this. Fertilizer tabs, and then just straight up API root tabs that work really well. So, all of our plants that need the extra fertilizer, aka all of our swords, the stem plants definitely want it. So I'm gonna split them in half. Each half, I'm gonna put at the root base of each stem plant and sword. It's fairly easy. You at least want to just get it by to where the roots are gonna be, so like the roots can suckle up on that fertilizer. I don't know about you guys, but my plants suckle, they don't suck. They suckle. What's the difference between a suck and a suckle? You don't know? Put it down in the comments. What's the difference? I think a suck is harder, right? A suckle's a softer. A softer.
Is suckle plural?
Suckle? Is suckle plural? Babies like to suckle, or babies like to suck?
I'm pretty good at that.
No, I like it. I think they... Baby suckle. Baby suckle. Adults suck. God, it just sounds... It's consensual. It's consensual behavior. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it in the comments. It's consensual.
You're going to blow up in 10 years and they're going to cancel you for this.
You think they'll cancel me for saying suckle?
Consensual?
Consensual suckling. I like it. What's wrong with that? Would you rather it not be consensual? Exactly. I'm covering my bases, you know? I don't want to be misread. I don't want to be misinterpreted, you know? I want people to make sure it's consensual. You guys know what I'm saying. You got it. You know what? I'll just keep root tabbing. You guys sit with that. You guys go ahead and just sit with that. Why don't you, huh? Get in there. This thing you actually have floating and or planted, so it's not even going to need a root tab because it pulls quite well from the water column. Speaking of that, we got fertilizer in the ground for the plants that pull nutrients from their roots, not so much the water column. Now, for the plants that pull nutrients from the water column, I have some leaf zone, also API. We're going to give this guy a little splash. What's it say here? 5 milliliters per 10 gallons. We're going to need a lot. So 10 milliliters being 20 gallons. So 300 gallons being 30, no, being like 100 milliliters. Not quite. Be like 75 milliliters. Yeah, Jake, what's the math on that? I think it's
How many milliliters per?
5 milliliters per 10.
That was such easy math, too.
150 milliliters?
I think so. Wouldn't it be 300 divided by 10?
All right, here's my 150 milliliters. That should do it.
Good enough.
Hey man, I'm not scooping it. We're just right in. It's fine. The more, if you have too much, you'll get a whole bunch of algae. And then I'll give her the old CO2 blast. Let's just give her the CO2 blast right now. This is 1 milliliter for 10 gallons, 1 milliliter. So 5 milliliters being 50. So we don't need as much. So 10 milliliters being 100, so we need 30 milliliters. That was 30. That was 30. Honestly, probably shy of 30. So yeah, she's planted. She's planted real well too. Go ahead and do another once over, will you? After that, I have some other news. The other news is those gold 24K gold guppies I got. Let's go ahead and take a gander in this tank real quick. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. Let's go ahead and take a gander in here real quick, shall we? So we got our male here over to the top left. Female, always never to be found. But you know what is just so silly? Jake, can you go ahead and zoom in on that little guy there? Tell me if you can get him. Take your time, take your time. Can you go ahead and get that guy there?
No.
You see that little guy in there? There's a couple of those little guys in there. Yeah, we already have baby 24K gold guppies in here. And I'm impressed. I did not, when I got the female, she did not look big at all. I don't know if it was the stress that got her to drop her babies or not, but I'll take it. That was quick and easy. The cherry shrimp, obviously haven't done nothing. They haven't even been there that long. I haven't seen anybody buried eggs on her stomach type. But yeah, we don't see nothing in there yet. But our 300-gallon stock tank is officially planted, and it's just going to get better and better. Also, I may or may not be doing a heavy construction on the old pond outside. That'll be a future video, but it's, let's just say it's a lot of work, and it's a heavy, heavy upgrade. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, turn on those bell notifications, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.